You have been in this moment before, standing at a crossroads, a job offer that looks perfect on paper, a person who says all the right things, and yet something stops you, something deep in the pit of your stomach, a whisper that says, "This is wrong." You cannot explain it. You have no evidence. Every rational part of your mind says, "Go." But your gut says, "Stop." What if your gut was right all along? This is not about mysticism. This is about biology, about a system inside your body so ancient, so intelligent, that scientists have given it a name that sounds impossible until you understand what it means. They call it the second brain. Your gut contains more than 500 million neurons, 500 million nerve cells forming a vast network that lines your entire digestive tract. This network is called the enteric nervous system, and what neurogastroenterologist Michael Gershon discovered about it fundamentally changed how we understand human decision-making. Your gut does not just process food, it processes experience. Think about the last time you were nervous. A presentation, a first date. Where did you feel it? Not in your skull. In your stomach? That churning, that tightening. You assumed your brain was sending a distress signal downward, but the signal travels the other way. Approximately 90% of signals along the vagus nerve, the communication highway between your gut and brain, travel from gut up to brain, not the other way around. Your gut is talking. Your brain is mostly listening. When you walk into a room and immediately feel something is off, your gut has already run a calculation. It has processed thousands of microsignals. The posture of people in that room, the way someone's smile doesn't reach their eyes, the acoustic quality of silence before conflict. These signals are invisible to your conscious mind, but your enteric nervous system caught all of them. It has been running this software for 200,000 years of human evolution. Long before language, long before logic. The pro and con list is one of the youngest tools your brain has ever invented. Researcher Antonio Damasio spent years studying patients with damage to their prefrontal cortex, the region responsible for rational thought. What he found was unexpected. These patients could reason perfectly. They understood logic completely. But when it came time to actually make a decision, they were paralyzed. They could not choose what to have for lunch. Without the physical signals that originate in the gut and nervous system, pure rationality became completely useless. Your body flags experiences with physical sensations. Before your conscious mind processes a single word, your gut has already voted. The problem is that you were taught to ignore that vote. From the time you were young, the message was consistent. Be rational. Think it through. Do not be emotional. And so you learn to distrust the language your body speaks fluently. You learn to call it irrational fear. Just nerves. But neuroscientist Barnaby Dunn at Cambridge found something striking. People who were more attuned to their body's internal signals, who could detect their own heartbeat without touching their chest, made significantly better financial decisions. They recovered losses faster. They quit bad bets sooner. They were not using logic. They were using something older and faster than logic. Their gut had already done the math. Your rational mind is extraordinary. It gives you planning, language, abstract thought, the ability to imagine a future that doesn't yet exist. But it is slow, energy-intensive, and vulnerable to bias, to ego, to the need to be right that every conscious mind carries. Your gut has none of those vulnerabilities. It has no ego. It does not need to justify itself. It simply processes patterns, flags, and signals. Constantly, silently, accurately. Here is what the science suggests you do differently. Before your next big decision, pause. Sit quietly. Bring the decision into your awareness. And then, for 30 seconds, ask yourself not what you think, but what you feel. Not in your head, in your body. Is there a tightening, a lightness, a heaviness somewhere? These are not symptoms of anxiety. They are data from the oldest data collection system ever developed in the history of life on this planet. Tonight, when you face something you cannot quite explain, a hesitation, a pull, a quiet sense of wrongness that has no logical origin, you will know what that is. It is not weakness. It is not irrationality. It is your second brain, and it has been trying to tell you something for a very long time. And that's a wrap on today's video. If your gut told you this was worth watching, turns out it was right. As always, If this blew your mind even a little, hit that subscribe button. New videos every week, all about the hidden systems running your life. Your brain might hesitate, your gut already knows what to do. See you in the next one. The second brain never lies.